Summer is finally here, and with it, some amazing summer activities. Whether this is outdoor concerts or markets or barbecues, the list is endless. There are so many activities happening in summer, and some of them are incredibly pricey. Some of them can leave you broke by the end of summer. So I'm going to give you a list today of free fun activities for yourself and for your family to enjoy all summer long without breaking the bank. Welcome back. My name's Amanda. On this channel, I focus a lot on frugal living, frugal homemaking, and budget meals. If that's something that interests you, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and follow along. So summer can be incredibly expensive, especially when you're trying to entertain kiddos while they're off for the summer. But it doesn't need to be. There's so many free activities that we can look into to occupy our time and to have a blast all throughout summer. With it being so hot out lately, my first tip is swimming. Now you might think, well, I have to pay for swimming at the pool. And certain times, absolutely you do. But look into your community. For ours, and a lot of communities around Ontario at least, there's free swimming. There are sponsored swims where companies will pay for the entire pool so that people can have free swimming that day as advertisement for their company. So the pool will advertise that this company is paying for them to have free swimming. We typically get free swimming at our pool every weekend. So we can go and swim at that pool every weekend and it's all free. So look into your community and see if you have free swimming at your local pool. Pools aren't the only place to go swimming. We can go swimming in rivers, we can go swimming in lakes, and if you're near the ocean, you can go swimming at the ocean. And now again, you might be thinking, well, what about parking? Or the beaches near me are just for the rich houses that are near them, which can be the case. So you do have to search out those free spots. Now you can find free spots, search it up on the internet, but my favorite thing to do is to go to the provincial parks. Yes, you need a day pass. However, we can get that day pass for free. If you go check out your local library, in Ontario, at least, our local library has Ontario Parks day passes for free. You rent it out and then you take it back. It has to be back 48 hours, I believe, after you take it out. And that's a free day pass for an Ontario Parks. Our Ontario Parks all have amazing beaches, so that's what we love to do. Free activities don't need to be hard, but sometimes you just need to be creative and look into ways to get them. Which brings me to the library. I have said so many times how special libraries are. They are the most amazing resource, especially if you are frugal or low income. But libraries are just truly, truly special. They hold so many things there, not just books. Books, however, are a great way to spend your summer for a free activity. However, if you're not just wanting to read, they have movies, they have music. Mine has these sensory bags for kids that you can take out, treasure kits. They have tons of things in there. They also have board games and puzzles, as well as bird watching kits. In the winter, they had snowshoes, so many things. They also have tons of free programming for children in the summer. So if you're looking for things to get your kids into during the summer, but you can't afford camp or you don't want to put money into camp, check out your library. There will be art classes, there will be other things that they're doing there, but so many free programs. So if you haven't checked out your local library yet, make sure you're doing that today. Free local events. There's so many communities that put on free local events. So make sure you're looking at your local newspaper. I know for our community, they just had a car show that you could go to and look around at free. They had a teddy bear picnic. They had blow-up castles at this. They had tons of activities for the kids, and it was all free. So make sure you're looking at your local newspaper. Our community puts out, I believe, a quarterly little paper with all the activities that go on during that time. So if you are looking for that, try and find out what kind of free activities your community is holding. Hiking. Hiking is an amazing activity. It's not only good for your health, but typically those trails go by some beautiful places. So if you can get your family into hiking, it is a wonderful way to pass the summer. Set some goals, find some amazing local hikes, and go explore. It's totally free, and it's really awesome. Geocaching. So geocaching is something that I've looked into briefly, but I would love to look into more because it just seems so fun and it's totally free. You can look them up online to figure out where these geocaches are, and it's like a little treasure hunt. You can go with your family, you find these geocaches. I believe you can sign your name to the little sheet and put it back for other people to find, and then you can go find more. I know there's thousands of them all over the place. So it's a really fun free activity. Go have a picnic in the park. Go enjoy your local nature space. Bring a picnic lunch and enjoy. For us, we have a lovely park right by a river and it's free to go to. It also has a play park for the kids with swings. There's a skate park there, and this is all free. It's paid for in our taxes, but it's all free otherwise. There is no extra bill. So go enjoy that space. Free museums and art galleries. I know this is getting a little harder to come by these days. Museums will sometimes have free days that you can go on, same with the art galleries. So go look onto your local museum or art gallery or the ones that are near you that you'd like to go to and see if they are offering free days that you can go this summer. Sometimes these are the days that don't have a lot of foot traffic and they are trying to encourage people in the door. So check that out and see if you can find free ones near you. Volunteer. If you're looking for community, if you're looking for social experiences, check out volunteering. There's so many places you can volunteer at and people are so grateful to have your help. We volunteered for a river cleanup this spring and it was so much fun. It was rainy and it was cold, but you got out there with everybody and it was a great experience. I've also volunteered at the Humane Society in the past, and they love having people to go in and play with the cats or walk the dogs. I've also arranged the bottle run for them where they collect all the bottles and beer cans and that sort of thing, and then they get the money back from that. So I've arranged that in the past as well. But finding a volunteer position can be enriching for your life. It can add to your social calendar and it's totally free. Stay home and play board games. Like I said, your library should have board games there, so take out a few and play with your family. Sometimes the days are just too hot, or sometimes we're getting lots of rainy days in a row where it's hard to be outside. So get some board games and have a family day just playing games. It will be so much fun. You get that bonding time with your family and you'll feel so much better for it. Have a baking day. If it's not too hot, you can stay in and just bake all those lovely treats that you're wanting to have. Freeze some. I love baking with my kids, so having that time to sit inside and bake with them is another activity that we can do together that's totally free. Play a game of catch. Now, if you don't have the equipment, this might not be totally free. However, thrift stores always have baseball gloves and old balls in there. So go check it out, because if it's not free that you already have the equipment for, then it's definitely cheap. But we love playing catch as a family. We'll go down to the ball diamond in the evening and have a family baseball game, and it's so much fun. And for us, it's totally free because we had gloves that we had from when we were kids or when we were younger that still fit us. And it's just a blast to do. And it's so much fun, and it gets everybody outside and having some activity in a day. Go for a bike ride. See if your community has local trails, or hit up some back roads and go for a nice long bike ride. You can also wear a backpack and pack a lunch. Have an entire bike day where you're just touring around. Explore the area on your bike, have a picnic lunch, and head home. A day of activity that was totally free. Have a backyard campout. I am a huge proponent for camping. I think it is a great budget way to get away. However, if you are looking for a free way to go camping, go outside to your own backyard. We've done this a couple times. It's a lot of fun. So you just set up a tent in your own backyard and you camp there. However, if you're looking for free areas to go camping, they're totally around. It's called boondocking. You can look them up online. There's a lot on public lands, or in Canada, it's crown lands. There's a lot of free camping there. So if you're looking to get away and go camping, look up those boondocking sites. I believe there's an app called iOverland. I don't know if it charges or not, but you can find lots of backcountry free camping there. Make an obstacle course for your kids. Now this can be made with things that you already have around the house. We've used buckets and sticks before. I've also used cut up old cedar rails for my kids to crawl on. But we've also done it with sidewalk chalk, where we do the hopscotch and they have to do a twirl and they have to clap their hands and jump backwards. And this will entertain the kids for hours, and it's totally free. So look at what you have around the house and see what you can put together. Check out Pinterest. They have tons of ideas there. Make a blanket fort. This doesn't just have to be if you have kids. This can be fun as an adult. You can go in there and read for the day. It can be so much fun. But we used to make blanket forts with our kids on the couch all the time, and it was a blast. So if you're looking for a fun way to spend a rainy day in summer, or just a too hot day in the afternoon, go ahead and make a blanket fort, because it can be tons of fun. Start a garden, or get into the garden that you already have. Spend the day outside, weeding your garden, planting new seeds, and really enjoying the space you have. The best way to save money is to stay at home. So enjoy the home you're in, and go out and enjoy the garden that you have. Gardening does not need to be expensive. If you're looking to do that, you can use seeds, you can use cuttings, and you can barter for plants as well with neighbors. So look into those free options for starting a beautiful garden. I will be doing a video soon on how to do a garden for free and cheap. I've said it before, but reading a book. Go to your library, check out some wonderful books, and spend the day outside in the shade just reading. It's a wonderful way to spend some time, and it's totally free. Write a friend or relative a letter. Become pen pals. You can spend the summer waiting for the next letter and writing back. I remember being pen pals when I was young, and it was so much fun. It was so neat to go to the mailbox and get that letter and read it and be able to write back. That's something that the internet and email has completely ruined. So let's bring back some of the past and have a pen pal. See if a relative or a friend that lives far away would want to do that with you. Go sightseeing in your own town. Sometimes we overlook the places that we live in order to go see places outside of where we live. We want to go to different towns, different cities, different countries without exploring all where we live right now. So go out into your town or city and go see all the local attractions that are there. You can go to all the local parks, the local museums, go hit up any of those free activities. Go sightsee in your own town. It will be worth it, I promise. Try a new recipe. Sometimes I like to spend a day or even a week delving into different cultures and making a lot of different recipes from that culture. This could be Latino food, or it could be Mexican or Indian or Pakistani. I love checking out different cultures' foods and trying to cook with them. Now, sometimes this could lead to buying a lot of different foods and spices, so be mindful of that. Try and work with what you already have, but try and find some different recipes to work with, some different recipes to try. It is totally worth it. You're going to build your cooking skills and your palate. Which brings me to the next one, which is learning a new skill. As I've said before, the more skills you have, the less money you need. So the more you can do for yourself, the less money you need in the long run. So spend a day or two during the summer trying to learn something new, whether this is baking bread or canning or sewing or something else, some other new skill that you've been wanting to do for a while and just haven't taken the time to do. So take some time this summer and learn a new skill. And if you're looking for information on that new skill, check out YouTube and check out your library. Both are free resources. Make a time capsule with your kids. Take some items from just today or from this year that you can put in that time capsule and go bury it in your backyard with the plan to dig it up in 10, 20, 30 years. It's so much fun and such a fun activity for the kids to go around and grab all those items to put in that time capsule and then have that waiting there for them in however long that you've agreed. That anticipation and that curiosity is so much fun. Make your kids a scavenger hunt. Check out Pinterest. It's another free resource that you can have to look up scavenger hunts, and do this in your own backyard or go to your local park and check out some nature scavenger hunts that they can look for. Bird watching. I love looking at the birds. We have spent a long time redoing our area and we have brought in a lot of new wildlife here. So watching for birds is definitely a pastime that both my husband and I enjoy, and so do my children. We found Baltimore Orioles in our backyard this year, and that was just super exciting and such a fun experience. Now, like I had said, our library has bird watching gear. So again, we can go there, we can get books on bird watching, we can get binoculars. I believe they had little cards for spotting birds in our area. And it's a really fun activity to see what new birds you can spot. And now you're learning some new birds for your area as well. Painting rocks. This is, again, a great activity for the kids in our community, in the park especially. They have a snake right now where they've started the snake and then it keeps growing and growing and growing from people painting the rocks and putting them there. And there's also people that will paint rocks, and then you have to find them and take a picture of where it is and then hide that rock somewhere new. And so this rock has a Facebook page and you post where you found it and then you hide that rock somewhere new for somebody else to find. This can be really fun and enjoyable experience. Great activity for the kids, totally free. Go stargazing. Find the darkest spot around and sit out at night and see what stars you can see. Can you find the constellations? Can you find the North Star? What can you see from your backyard? Is it different in your backyard as opposed to out in the country? But go out and stargaze, because those stars in the summer are so beautiful. Very fun, very free activity. There are so many things that might cost you money during the summer, but it doesn't have to be that way. If you are looking for more frugal ways to save money around the house, I'm going to attach a playlist right here. I have tons of ideas for you, so make sure you click that and go check out some of those videos. Thanks for watching me today, guys, and I will see you next time.